Welcome my dear students. This is first video for class 11th dealing with the unit kinematics. Okay, here first topic is rest and motion. We have came across so many times these terms we have heard, but we don't understand them. What are they? If any object changes its position with respect to time, then that object is said to be in motion. Means changing in distance. Any person having t time, this is distance t, and time t2, distance d2, means changing or covering some distance, changing position. If anything covers some distance, that means that body or that object is moving, means changing its position with respect to time, then that shows this is a motion by graphical method, that's known as motion. But if any object, this is dt graph, if anything don't change its position, means at time t1, t2, t3, t4, means on this time, different time interval t1, t2, t3, t4, that person is not changing its position because he is not covering distance. Distance always increases. It's different from displacement. We will discuss it later. So means that object or person is at rest. So this is rest and motion. Both terms are relative to each other. वैसे मैं आपको एक बात और भी बता दूं. Nothing is at absolute rest position because Earth is in motion continuously. Okay. Types of motion: one-dimensional motion, two-dimensional motion, three-dimensional motion. Okay, what is these? What are one-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional? If any motion requires single coordinate axis to distinguish between the positions, means motion in straight line. A person is standing over here and covering distance after some interval, and we have only single axis, say x-axis, having length 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, 6 meter, and so on. So we have simply a length coordinate that person or body changing its position. So single coordinate axis is required, but when we require two coordinate axis, say x and y, that is a plane motion in plane. So that is called two-dimensional motion or 2D motion. Now we came three-dimensional motion, when three coordinate axes are required to demonstrate or to analyze a motion, that is three-dimensional motion. Okay. In every motion, by considering this graph, we can understand. One more thing. In dt graph, slope of this graph gives the speed. What does the speed means? Speed means distance upon time, as we all know. A very simple term. In earlier classes also we have studied so many times speed. The speed is distance upon time, that is the slope of dt graph. But this thing, every speed, we have also heard. If I am taking one example, see this example again. This is the final position, initial position A, final position B, total distance 6 meter, covering in time equals to 6 seconds. And what will be the speed? Speed, as we know, distance upon time. यही होता है ना, अगर भूल गए हो तो याद कर लेना. 1 meter per second, this is the speed of this person for this journey. But अगर मैं कहूं कि बाद में ये जब वापस वहां से आया, तो इसने जो टाइम लिया है इन रिटर्न जर्नी, कमिंग बैक, टाइम टेकन बाय हिम इज 3 seconds. तो जो वापसी के समय में इसकी स्पीड रहेगी, that will get double. 6 upon 3, that is 2 meter per second. So this is the speed for moving from A to B and this is the speed for coming back B to A. But when we talk about the whole journey, means A to B and B to A, in that case it is called average speed, that is total distance upon total time taken. In what? Total distance covered. So this is called average speed. Now what is uniform speed? As you all know, motions are of two types, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So for uniform speed, if we are in uniform motion, then the speed is said to be uniform speed. One more definition is there. If anybody covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then that speed is said to be uniform speed. And now the most important, instantaneous speed. What is that? Instantaneous speed means a person is moving somewhere. At point of instance, I am talking about if somebody have traveled started his journey from 0 second, and at second I am talking about second पे उसका speed क्या होगा, then that speed is known as instantaneous speed. Okay, now we will come to velocity. Velocity and speed are not same, but in some situation their magnitude will be same. Speed is scalar quantity and velocity is vector quantity. Okay, speed depends on distance, velocity depends on displacement. Okay, so velocity will be same displacement upon time. That will be velocity. Okay, now average velocity. If a person start his journey from here to here, initially he was at rest, so initial velocity will be denoted by u and final will be v. So u and v, and this average velocity will be u plus v upon 2. मैं आपसे ये आशा करता हूं कि आप लोग नोट करते जा रहे होंगे, साथ में नोट्स बनाते जाएं. इसके बाद नेक्स्ट इज एक्सेलरेशन. So what is acceleration? We have seen in a motion, object changes its position, covers some distance, then their velocity or speed can be changed sometimes, because it is not required कि आप कभी भी कहीं जाएं तो आप सेम स्पीड या सेम वेलोसिटी के साथ मूव करते जाते हैं. ऐसा हमेशा नहीं होता है. तो क्या होता है, एक्सेलरेशन आता है. जो लोग गाड़ी चलाते होंगे या जो लोग चला चुके होंगे अब तक, वो जानते होंगे बीच बीच में एक्सेलरेटर लेने में बड़ा मजा आता है. वो एक्सेलरेटर ही हमारा एक्सेलरेशन का काम करता है, क्योंकि वो हमारी स्पीड बढ़ा देता है. मींस डिस्टेंस कवर करने की जो हमारी कैपेसिटी है, एबिलिटी है, उसको इंक्रीज कर देता है. ओके, सो मींस इसके लिए हम कह सकते हैं क्या, एक्सेलरेशन इज चेंज इन वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम. और आप इसको ऐसे भी कह सकते हैं रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ वेलोसिटी. And in distance and velocity also, velocity can also be written as rate of change in position with respect to time, या distance upon time भी आप कह सकते हैं. ये तो आप displacement आपकी स्पीड और वेलोसिटी कभी सेम नहीं होगी, कुछ केसेस में होगी, नॉट ऑलवेज. इसके पीछे रीजन ये है कि जो हमारा डिस्प्लेसमेंट होता है ऑलवेज लेस देन और इक्वल्स टू डिस्टेंस. ओके, आज के लिए हम इतना ही खत्म करते हैं. इसी पे आगे हम लोग ऐसे ही छोटी छोटी वीडियो बना के टॉपिक्स कवर करते जाएंगे. आप लोगों से भी आशा है आप लोग पढ़ते जाएं. घर पे बैठ के जो टाइम आपके पास मिला है उसको आप यूटिलाइज करें. थैंक यू.